Yeah, Naomi is the worst. Okay, so today is my Booktube birthday. And because I was like doing my journaling this morning and like the date popped out and I was like, oh, today is my Booktube birthday. So there's things called Booktube tags. And so I thought it would be fun to do my Booktube birthday while I throw the ball for the dogs and hang out with you. All right, so the first question is, and this is by, I want to say it says original tag. I don't know. I'll put whoever the original tag belonger creator person is down in the link down below. So, Ione, for heaven's sakes, shush it. You're the worst dog. All right, so I am celebrating my 1-year anniversary. Then number 2 is like, how do you stay motivated? And obviously I haven't. Back in December, I kind of got overwhelmed because I felt like, one of the books that I've talked about is that Six of Crows book. And one of the things that's said in it is that, like, your heart is like an arrow and it demands aim. And I felt like when I started Booktube, like my aim was to find that small group of friends that, that I could support, that could support me, that like I could feel like I had some kind of connection with. And then like as I kept making videos, it started to feel less, like it felt more like my aim was like worrying about numbers and comparison and all that. So I just kind of decided I was done with that back in December and just was like, meh, I'm just going to take a little break. But, I feel like I'm at a place where I don't know where this channel is going to go, but like how I talked about that idea of like, I'm Jenna and I'm serving Jenna at the Jenna Cafe. Do you know what I'm talking about, babe?
Yes.
So I think I might rename the channel something like the Jenna Cafe. And like not only like, do my booktubiness, but also do like my teacheriness and maybe my quiltiness and, maybe my fitnessness stuff and things like that. You know what I mean, Jean? You feel me?
Yeah.
So I kind of stepped out of, I didn't want to be motivated when I was chasing the wrong thing, so I kind of just took a break. So I haven't really been motivated, and it's whatever I feel like it, whenever I feel like it, and that's pretty much the gist of that. So then the other thing it asked was your top 3 videos that you're most proud of, and I really liked the one that we did that was the CD compilation. Do you remember which one I'm talking about? And I love it because like when I was teaching at Hants, one of the students, they were singing that song that was like Young Blood. And I was like, oh, my brain didn't exactly work. And I was like, oh, I'll just let me connect here. And I showed them that video and they were very kind, but they were clearly like, what's wrong with this person? One of them actually looked at me and said, this is what you do in your house? And it really made me happy. It was hilarious. So then I also think like the 4-year anniversary video I put together with our trip up the Oregon coast. And then I want to do another one for our 5-year anniversary for Sylvain. What's one of the videos that you've seen, David, that you think might be...
The music compilation one was really good.
That one was fun, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I liked editing with you.
Yeah.
I like doing all the things with you.
Oh.
Nah. So then number 4 is asking like, what's your biggest struggle? And for me, it was like addressing the fact that I didn't, like sometimes I feel like if you start a YouTube channel, people have this expectation that you're expecting subscribers and like you're there for subscribers. And I'm really, truly, like I'm enjoying the time that I've spent creating with you, and I'll do Booktube and book tags when I'm inspired. But like this is really like I'm looking to connect with, like I said, a small group of humans who enjoy the things that I enjoy, who, I can nourish and who can nourish me in return. And I felt like worrying about being a boss and worrying about the hustle, for me, took all of the aim of my heart away from the connection with people and put it onto the counting. And like in the end, like I don't want to spend any time chasing numbers that aren't going to matter when I'm dead anyway. I just want to find, you know, that community of people that enrich the life I already have. The number 5, I think it was asking like what was my favorite part of BookTube in the last year, and like I said, it was creating videos with you. That was really fun. You know, you're just so creative and you come up with really good ideas.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So the number 6 is YouTubers that support you, your biggest supporters. And I would say Leah from Where in the World is Leah Jane. I'll put her channel down in the belows. And this was, and part of the stress of deciding who to choose in a book tag is part of why I had to take a step back, right? Because I don't want to like hurt anybody's feelings by not including them. And then in the end, I just kind of remind myself in 50 years, wait, how old am I? Okay, in 120 years, we'll all be dead anyway. So it doesn't matter. So Leah was someone, and Cindy from Read with Cindy. She cracks me up. I loved her the minute. She's just so honest, and like if you see her in group situations and videos where she's in groups, she's like so socially, oh man, she's so gracious. So like if there's like an awkward pause, or if someone like, you know, if you can kind of like sense some like, ooh, she's like right there to like make it like amazing. She's awesome sauce. And she really seems to be somebody that's like an adult that has things together. And the same thing with Leah. They both have really interesting jobs and they both have really rich lives. And what I love also about both of them is that they not only put their best into their videos, but then they're honest about their own struggles. And I think that's really powerful. Number 7 is the best book that I've read this year, hands down, Present Tense by Lee Child. It's another Jack Reacher novel. Love him. Number 8 asks what I hope I've achieved in the next year. Like, so a year from now, David will sit with me on this porch and, you know, if we do this. And I think for me, I'm just going to continue to ignore the comparisons that I could draw. I'm going to continue to focus on wanting to connect with a few people in like a really genuine way rather than a bunch of numbers. I'm going to continue with my three times social media rule. I try not to check my social media more than 3 times. And when I do, I try to think of it as checking in on my community and like seeing if there's any questions and that kind of stuff. And I hope that I've reconnected with my Edu tribe. I need to get back into Edu conferences. What happened?
Vader's getting on me.
Does he want his ball? Is he making demands?
Yep.
Vader, you're so bad. So that's my BookTube birthday video. Also kind of like a little bit of a channel update and a little bit of Jenna Cafe, I guess. I'm going to say goodbye to the friends.
Bye.
Bye.